So there's formula sheets. Yeah, and we'll start with the same perfume this morning, so help each other, yeah, talk, and we'll see who comes up with the best one of the day. So what you're doing is you're smelling A, yes, no, B, maybe, C, yes, maybe 5 drops. Yeah.
But we don't get to smell it again?
Sorry?
Do we get to smell it again, or you just...
Oh, no, you smell again, yeah. When yeah, you should have remembered from this morning.
We smelled this morning. You do that, you know? I do, but trying to recapture.
Ah, okay, labels have arrived.
So the percentage thing, I'm not understanding.
Yeah.
You say 5%. What is it?
Sorry?
You say 5%. What would that be?
5 drops, just,
All right, 10% is 10 drops, basically.
yeah. Just,
5.5 would be 5, and then the thing half a drop.
yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
each drop is a percent.
Yeah, but don't get obsessed with the percents, just proportion.
No, but then it's basically 100 drops.
Yeah, I mean, I think in percent, but it's fine to think in
So you could take 1 drop
10 of
is
this,
5%.
1 of this. Yeah, yes, yeah.
Do the math that way.
Yeah.
So when I'm writing it down, I say what? If I put a drop, I say 1%, or?
No, you put the number of drops you're going to add. Just put that. Don't do the percent yet. Don't worry about the percent now. Yeah, don't worry about the percent now.
Okay. So it doesn't have to add up basically.
Yeah. Week 3, we'll worry about the percent.
Right.
How many, is there like a quantity?
No, but I'm just saying, I mean, normally
Yes,
it's
yeah.
100 drops. I mean, that's how it's.
Yeah.
Is there like a quantity? How many bottles?
If you can identify the four or 5 main ones, that's the most important thing. Yeah. But if you find you've got, let's say, 10, 2 drops each, it won't smell like anything. There won't be any definition to it. Yeah.
You know, when you talk about these notes, what percentage of these notes actually make up a compound? How much is the bottom note, what percentage is the middle note, or that depends on the formula?
So yeah, if I asked you to paint a picture, how many percent would be foreground, how many percent would be middle ground, and how many percent would be background? That's the answer. Yeah. But the standard answer is 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. Yeah, but I think it's not it's not correct. Yeah.
There you go. Your way.
My wife will. Sorry? Identify 4 or 5. The point is that if you end up with 6, let's say 10, and you've got 2 drops of each, there's no focus. Yeah? So it means you haven't really identified what's important and what's not important. Yeah? So try not to go over 4 or 5 for the real heart of the perfume. But you can have 20 in there. Yeah? The first person to get this ABC kit was Princess Sirinton of Thailand, and she generated a formula from the perfumer's workbook containing 13 of these ingredients, and the perfume has been on the market now for 12 years.
Actually good, or just because she was who she is?
Mainly because of who she is, but it's a Madame Rochesse type. Yeah. Yeah, it's a Madame Rochesse. It's made from 13 of these, but 4 or 5 of them are the heart.
Thank you, Mark.
too long, Rick. The worst thing you can do with this is think too much. At least 20 drops, so you have enough to mix. At least 20, but
So make it like a percentage of 50.
but 100 is fine. Yeah, 100 is cool. Anna?
ดื่มกาแฟไหม
Ow.
ใส่อะไรไหมกาแฟคือชอบ
ขวดอันนี้เป็นสามเหลี่ยมเห็นไหมขวดสีฟ้าหนึ่งช้อนแล้วนมประมาณนี้แล้วน้ำร้อนขอบคุณครับ
Unless they give me a decent price.
Sorry? Really?
The curious part is you can get hold of clip onto the outside,
Oh, the big one. Yeah, I've seen it.
which run double A's.
Oh,
So you can run double A's through these cameras, but you need that external box to do it.
yeah.
Yeah, if everyone's letting me know the rest, that'd be sweet. That would be a good cake, wouldn't it?
We can use close-ups and make you
25 layers.
Okay. Oh. Yeah. Mix.
She's I need to get hold of that driver.
What is that I gave you? That I?
I think I'm actually going to have to go and get another one
Really?
for the edit.
you want it back?
Okay. So.
It's just 3 of these, 4 of these 500s. It's going to get really tough for this to play them on, but as I render it onto one drive,
Oh, you need to get it onto OneDrive.
the renders can all run on
Now
one
it's
drive.
that's
It's
completely
trying to sort out that drive.
Yeah.
Now can I just upload and lose that?
No.
I can't. I'm not allowed to do that.
Steve will tell you about
Okay.
Oh, about
that.
what?
Tell the whole class about that.
What's
Grey.
that?
Grey. Too many grey.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
20.
The point is that if you end up with a perfume that has, for example, 10 ingredients, and they're all equal amounts, you tend to end up with something that's grey, has no definition.
No, I wasn't going to that.
Oh.
No.
That was,
all equal amounts.
but
No, all I was going to say is I did
Do you see?
that, and then that was too much. 2 of that was too much.
You just
and
gotta pick it
completely
up and
knocked
read it.
everything
Oh, I
else
see.
out. So can I just up that and just leave that where it is to lose it?
you can try it, but if you find you do it more than one step, then what you end up doing is going off on a tangent. You with me? If you try to correct it, yeah, it's usually better to stop, start again. Yeah, do it again. Yeah.
Normally what he says,
Oh, I see.
if you've got too many in, and you just keep trying to like add more,
Yes, yeah.
you're a mistake.
Oh no, I wasn't trying to do that. It's just that I know that was too high in the mix.
Yeah. 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 If you make a mistake, this was the point that was right. If you make a mistake, stop, write it down, put a label on, make a new sample. Don't try and correct it because it will just go
This thing sorted out.
off on tangent.
There's a letter. But surely it would just change the ratio though.
Yeah, the J's, yeah.
Sorry? What you're doing, that's fine, yeah. Well, what you've got, because you're only going to change
The only thing
aldehyde.
I'm going to change is
Aldehyde is there, U is there, B is here,
V when
nice. Wood, V, U, L, Linlol, over there. Can I say coffee, mate? Oh. No. That was your coffee I made for you. But it's like hours ago. Yeah. Don't drink it if it's that bad. Is the sugar still in the bottom? No. Dissolves. Just out of interest, what are we going to do for the presentation? Because are we going to take, I think it looks a bit off if we're taking photographs as well.
With my computer at home. Me?
What do you think? I don't know. That's right, okay.
No one's worried about the
No, I know, right. No, as Peter said, it's almost oblivious to him. Yeah.
How you know if you go to market, okay, if you want to buy rose original, how you know this is original or not original? In some chemical inside or something?
There's no easy answer to it. If it's a perfume, then it's even more difficult because it could be like a counterfeit. It could be made with a good quality bottle. And
I mean oil.
the oil.
Oil. Rose oil.
Number one, to know the oil. Number two, to know the supplier. Yeah, and then maybe number 3 to have it analyzed. Yeah.
So if you take it sample, if you don't know how, like means boiling something, the oil is come up.
Yes, yeah, yeah.
Like factory, some factories is do it. Chemical factory. We have it in Oman.
Yes, yeah. I mean, we all the time we get people come into our shop, and they want us to give them a synthetic oud. Yeah. So they can mix with the natural oud to sell it. Yeah. I mean, it's very common. In fact, like oud on the market, maybe 90% is adulterated. I mean, mixed with other oils, mixed with sandalwood, vetiver, but more often with synthetic chemicals.
Chemical, yeah.
Yeah, chemicals.
One day, like $5 oud.
Yes.
$3,000.
Yeah.
For $5 only.
So 75 grams. Yeah, okay, yeah, it's about right. It should be good quality, yeah.
Yeah, when you see like this, some like rubbish inside or some, wood when you cut it wood.
Yes, yes.
Inside little.
Some dust.
Yeah, like this come, like this when it comes down again.
You should
sure
not.
Is not.
No, you shouldn't. Yeah, you should not get that in there.
We take it to factory. And they say this is only maybe 20% that's old.
Yes.
80% is not old.
Yes.
Like something like chemical.
Yeah.
It's come smile like.
Yes, yeah.
Not only 20%.
Yeah, yeah.
Some oil also there.
Yeah. Sometimes we have customers in Dubai and Kuwait who send us samples for analysis. So we run them through GCMS, and we can identify sometimes. But oud is very complex, so it's.
So you have it factory?
Sorry?
Check it?
We have a service for checking this. Yes, yeah.
Where in Thailand?
Well, no, we actually use people from abroad, but it's like we do as a service. So depending on which oil, somebody is better than another. It's better than we run our own machine.
No, I mean, you have any factory in another country? Like
Oh no. They're just in Thailand. Yeah.
So you live here in Thailand?
22 years already. Yeah.
We're here, this area?
Yes. Yeah.
Why is the area?
It's more of a funny story than a serious story. But I came here, and my friend at Roberta in England, a perfume company, he said, "Oh, look up this old school teacher. She'll look after you." And I was travelling, and I looked her up, and she lived around the corner from here, and she let me have a house rent free for 3 months, yeah. And I ended up staying in the house for maybe 2 years. And so now I knew this area, so I just stayed. And then when we were opening our shop, we thought to go into town, into Soy 3 or to
Greece, yes?
in that area because of the traders, yeah, or to Yaorat where the Chinatown is. But then the traffic is just like crazy. And so every day I was going past this shop around the corner, and it was empty, and I thought, a sign.
After 6 o'clock, there's ladies market.
Yes.
Only yesterday I come here before yesterday.
Yes.
Yesterday I live there in Greece.
Yes.
So much. In hotel there's discount.
On the Grace, no, because you have 24-hour coffee shop downstairs. Yeah.
Also,
Yes, yes.
Everybody there.
Yeah.
Lady boy.
Boily boys. But even close to here there is. Even near here.
Here?
Yeah, have.
Where? Is there market here?
No, it's not really a market, but if you walk along past the mall, it says Kowloon Hotel, an ocean club.
Ocean Club.
Yes, yeah,
For this dollars.
yeah. How easy is it? I gave you a clue when we did the ABCs. I gave you a clue. If you wanted to get a job in a perfume company, what would you do? What would you say you could smell? Part of it is actually more difficult because you've been in the business so long. Yeah. So you're thinking like materials. Oh, I want some heliotropin for this, and there's no heliotropin. Yeah. That is part of the problem because you're not smelling it from the point of view of prime smells. Yes. Yeah. Let's smell. So I can, oh, sorry, excuse me. Actually, this is quite nice. But like you said, it's a little bit harsh. But I think what you need to do is you got one of the Trinity missing, and you need a lot more of that. You need like a lot of M. This is like the top note of that perfume, without the. Just for you. Yeah, it's like the top note of a nice, but not the. Yeah, a bit too rosy. Yeah. You cracked it. By Jove, I've cracked it. You've got a problem with the fruity note.
Oh, I know.
Whoops, I've just dropped it.
Feeling hungry?
That's not bad. That's not bad. Yeah, it's not because there's no smell. It's because you're. The aldehyde's very dangerous in this.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think. But not bad. Yeah, it's not. I think it's the aldehyde that's off there a little bit. The jasmine is a little bit too high.
Too late now, they should have been here 5 minutes ago.
Should have, could have, would have, you know?
Alchemy is a strange thing.
How is it?
That's wood.
I don't know still.
Don't smell from the bottle, smell from the smelling strip. Oh yeah, let's get this down. It's actually very nice, but but just a different perfume. Definitely. You don't need so much dairy. You leave that out, and you need a lot of M and some J.
Same
Yeah.
goes for you as well.
Yeah.
No W, but add I.
Mistake, I put a lot of vanilla.
Vanilla.
Yeah, vanilla, no good.
Already dipped?
Sexy perfume for night.
Well, we'll see.
Well, that's right. It's nice. It's nice. It's yeah.
Don't run before you can walk now.
For night only for
So this is why you should never throw the bottle away and never throw the formula away, because even though it wasn't what you wanted, it might be a masterpiece for future.
No, it was smell.
Good, no?
I love this.
See, what is
I
that?
put
I
a
put a
lot.
name for this.
Don't make me crazy.
Don't make me fizzy.
Crazy.
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 Make me crazy.
Crazy.
Put crazy though.
No, this is perfume when you put it. When you go,
There's underneath slaying.
I put a lot of stuff.
it was very,
Yes.
it was very, very nice.
Wow.
First it was good, but when I put vanilla,
how many items-
Japanese numbers.
oh my god.
How
Yes,
can I read that? How can I read those? Yes. Yeah.
But how many perfume you put it in one? How much? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, too much because
Yes.
when I
9,
put
10.
Yeah.
when I put the vanilla, the smells suddenly change. Oh my god!
Is-
And then I put
Is that one?
yeah, one.
Okay. So let me borrow your pen.
So 10.
I would leave that out. I would leave that out.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, leave those two out first. And this balance, this is too high, this is too high,
Too high.
and that's too low.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh, I see.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
So I cancel this is first one.
Yes, yeah,
I make it 3.
yeah. And now you want some J. Is that citrus? Yeah. Yeah. And then some X to make soft.
So how many drops?
That's your job.
I take it this is 6.
How's it? Yeah.
Since beginning for the week.
Yeah, you're too heavy on the narcotic. This has some white flower, but it also has a green flower. So what you've done, what this narcotic, it's white flower type. You need some more muguet type. So cut the end back,
Okay.
and then put a lot of M in there.
Okay. Great.
I think you probably need more M. Yeah, more M. And I'm not sure about maybe only half the amount of these two.
You want anything?
Yeah, and
Okay.
And some X to soften it.
Iris.
X.
Do you want me to be honest or nice? Or else?
Okay. This is a general thing. Most women's perfumes, don't have any herb. That's where yours has mostly gone wrong.
So no herb.
No herb. And you need a lot more muguet. Yeah. A trace, a small amount of citrus would be good. Yeah, the original has citrus in it. Yes, yeah.
This is my first day. My formula.
Yes, oh, okay. Yeah, you're lacking M.
Oh, M.
M. You need more M, and probably better to keep that as a 10% solution. The urine. Yes, yeah.
10% solution meaning it's
On the side, over there. Sorry, the two trays are over there. I'll bring one over this side. So we have one over this side.
put M,
Yeah, but you need. Yeah. Yeah, fine, but here, a problem with this one, edible. We don't want that one. Yeah. Try it without. Just try it without the edible. Yeah.
How many are
The reason that we're sometimes people get it like a different way. They get a really good. You get two that are really close, and yet the formulas are completely different. But you, like I said, you need about 4 or 5 for the heart. That's it. But if you go above that, So you're okay with your numbers, but that edible is wrong. And the M, you need more, much more M. And some jasmine.
Is the first one?
Okay. And the second one? Okay, your high risk, is that urine at 100% or from this one, yeah? I'm so amazed.
Fresh one.
Yeah.
I got H and W.
I would say more, you need more muguet.
More Mugi.
To the point I would almost swap those two around and the urine, add it slowly back in. Yeah, the urine's overdone, but it's a bit covered up because you have so much jasmine. When you swap that round, that will really come up high. So swap those two over, 20-50. Yeah, and try it from that way. Probably want a trace of citrus and a trace of X in there too. A little bit of X in there too.
So I'll give you a free strip.
Sorry? Is that?
Free strip? Yeah, it's been out about 2 minutes.
Oh, okay. That's not bad.
Too much jasmine.
Bit too much jasmine. How much jasmine to mugo do you have? Let's see.
6 drops to 3, so double, so half the amount of muguet.
Yeah, so I would actually.
So what's that around?
Yeah.
So I go 6 muguet, 3
Yeah,
jasmine.
yeah.
Okay.
Try that. Can I just look at the other ones you got in there, just in case?
JNIMRXC.
Yeah, that looks all right. Yeah.
Before you yell at me,
Is it cooked? Only 2? Wow. Taking it carefully.
Because the treatment evaporates very fast, right? It's a top notch, right?
It will evaporate faster, but not that fast.
Too much of the
Because the iris is too much.
Well, I don't normally say this for this one, but I think the muguet is too much actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I had the first one I did, I had green, and the green just took everything out.
Yeah, it's too much green in there.
But I didn't put any green in there.
Well, yeah. There's green. There is a green character of the muguet as well.
Yeah.
I'd actually just take that muguet back a little bit, or maybe add. We've got musk. Maybe add a bit of citrus. I think the iris is okay. Yeah, muguet's just a little bit too high.
A bit too much, okay.
I reckon if you go back to 8 drops,
Yeah.
I'm not guaranteeing it, but I reckon about 8 drops might just do it. Everything else the same. Too much vanilla.
Too much vanilla?
Yeah, too sweet.
Make it a half? Or scrape it off?
Use a 10% solution. He's actually correct. There is no vanilla, but there's something that smells a bit vanilla-y, which is heliotropin, which you haven't got here. So. There's a fruity note. Why have we got a slightly fruity character?
Does it come at the end? You start to smell it a little fruity. Or is it in the higher notes?
It'd be in the higher notes. You know, remember when we did that this morning? In that second sample, the red dot? That's where the fruitiness is. Yeah. It's a little bit like a pineapple type of fruitiness.
Yeah, there you go.
There's a fruity note. I can smell a fruity note in there. You sure you're not putting any fruity notes?
You smell a fruity note in my
Dairy or fruity? Okay, so try again.
Should I go for a musk in it?
Yeah, I think you want some musk in there. Well, I'm not quite. I'm just trying to work out why. Just leave that vanilla out for the moment, and then smell after before you add the iris.
Before I add the iris? So strike off the vanilla for the moment.
Yeah.
And add the musk. How much musk?
Yes, yeah.
Or half?
Musk is, you could use between 1 and 10. You wouldn't, yeah. As much as necessary.
There must be only 4.
Is this sample that we're smelling on the strip, is this a finished fragrance?
Yeah, a nice Cacharel.
I thought it was.
Yeah.
So when I smelled it, it reminded me of, that's what I thought it was. My younger sister used to wear it years ago.
Steve, when do we do order impacts? Tomorrow, isn't it?
Tomorrow morning, yeah.
Okay, so tomorrow, we'll find out what your problem is.
There should be some kind of green in there. Rose.
I think your rose is a little bit too high, that's all.
Rose is high.
Yeah, I'd go back to that. Yeah.
I kept I think little bit of heliotrope.
Yes, yeah. It needs about 5% of heliotropin, but you haven't actually got it. There is some in the vanilla base, but not. But you don't get the same powderiness that you need.
Oh.
I don't know why this one should work really. Is that 5 or 10 you've got there? Take it to 10.
It's in the book. We were like idiots for taking it down to there.
Well, yeah. No, because if a customer comes to you and says, I want the smell of this, you've got to do with green tea. It's not what they want, is it?
So there.
If you go into a paint shop, you say, I want green paint to paint my living room, and they give you blue. Like, it's not what I want, is it?
You're going to lose your formulas, you know that. You're going to lose your
I've written
formulas.
them all on here. These are all my mistakes.
Oh, okay.
But I'm going to write them up.
Yeah, okay. So here,
But she's going to be pretty nice.
I would take that back to 1, and rose 1, and rose 1.
one.
Yeah.
But it's only going to give me 17 drops.
Does it? Oh, sorry.
That's okay?
Yeah. Don't. Yeah.
Okay.
No, well, sometimes people try to mix 5 drops, and it's
okay.
just not enough to get it stirring.
Okay.
Too sweet.
You know, for the night.
For the night, yeah.
For the night. For midnight.
So this is a nice Port Nuit, tu vois. For the night.
Yeah.
Okay.
Midnight, after night.
They'll smell you going there.
Yeah.
Can you tell Francesco on this table how long it takes the kids to copy a perfume?
15, 20 minutes. Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, they don't waste any time. You know, it's not like there's no. Too rosy. Too rosy. Yeah. 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 You like the sweet smell, the more classic smells.
This is the one.
Yeah.
No, this is all.
What you've got, this perfume is like M, J, R, something like that. Yeah. Half the amount, maybe two of those. That's something like the heart of this perfume. So you've got everything here, but you've just not enough M. The V is too sweet. You only need like a trace of it. I'm going to get you to make nice perfumes tomorrow, but now this is copy time. How's it going? Oh, that's the first one. It comes out a little bit oriental, that one, because of the Q. Yeah, you're right. You still your ratio. Your ratio of jasmine to muguet. You really want more muguet than jasmine for this. Yeah.
Is it true?
Yeah.
Again, smell more jasmine, but I cannot get the sweetness.
No, the sweetness is a little bit hard with this, but you probably need the vanilla at 10%. Vanilla, yeah, 10, yeah.
This is original smell.
Yeah. Trace of Y at 10% is good as well. But Y, yeah. Why? Let's have a look. Numbers. So I'll tell you from the numbers. What it smells like?
Oh, hang on. That's number 1. It's number
Okay.
3 we're looking at.
Okay, that looks more like it. Rose is a little bit high. Jasmine could come up a little tiny bit. Iris is too high. Citrus and green may be too high.
So they should be dropped down.
But it's not bad. Yeah.
So you reckon the rose is too high?
The rose, yeah, I mean, maybe only one too high, so maybe two. That one. And then jasmine, maybe 5. Citrus, green.
I'm smelling this one. This is apparently very good.
Should be. Pressure's on, Claire, come on. Who said life would be fair? I'd still leave the aldehyde out.
Completely.
Okay, what's that one?
Yeah.
But it's smelling pretty good.
So no aldehyde.
Sorry?
No aldehyde.
I would say no aldehyde. The original, I don't think it's got any in it at all. Only from like analysis.
What's making it smell?
Sorry?
What's giving you that?
It's good. It's good.
Thank you for stinking cold.
Oh, I know what it is. Maybe it's something like lily owl. Yeah. We got the muguet in there, yes?
Oh yeah, I did.
Yeah, you got muguet in
I
there.
took the green out and I put citrus in instead of the green.
But this, so what that does, that M and that aldehyde, probably gives you a muguet character, a lily owl character.
Right.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like it has, lily owl has this sort of aldehyde C12,
Yeah.
character to it. Probably a little high on rose. Excuse me.
A little bit more citrus.
A fraction less rose, that's all. I think you'll be there. Fraction less rose. Maybe 8, try 8.
Do you have any musk in that? Or any
Yes, yes.
maybe some more eggs?
Maybe some more nougat, some flowers.
The original's a bit higher toned.
So everything you need to. Most.
The lady's big enough. Cool. Cool milk? Cool butter?
Is that 10% or 100%? The one from this tray?
1 drop. It's 3 drops, one, but it's from.
It's from here, yeah.
Yeah, so it was too much.
Is that one green?
Yeah,
Okay, so
flowers.
before you do
Is there something in there that's
anything else, I would like increase the jasmine and the rose.
Yes.
Not the sorry, not jasmine and rose, jasmine and muguet. Maybe double those first. Try that. Yeah. Yeah.
Number 5.
The animal's a bit risky. It's a bit high. You
Rick number 5.
read number 5. Okay.
Dude number 5.
Coming along. It's good. Yeah. You re- How's it going?
Quite sure my nose is smelling right.
Yeah, if you need a rest, just go out and have a coffee or
So I make it as a new one?
not a new one. That's a place to start. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
I like this very much because I like the muguet, but
It's too much.
yeah, it's probably a bit too high on the muguet. You'll probably go back to half, but you need a trace of rose in there as well.
Oh, okay.
A little bit of citrus.
Citrus as well.
Mm.
Great. Thanks.
Yeah, if you need your nose needs a rest, feel free to go out and have a breather, have a coffee, yeah, glass of water.
Okay, see you later.
Is that which one? No.
You like the animalic notes, yeah. That's the danger. You like something when you're copying. If you like something, you overdo it, and when you hate something, you underdo it. I would do the same again. Yeah, the jasmine and the muguet again, double again.
Double again.
Yes, yeah.
I got that completely around the wrong way. I think it's my worst one so far. Got too much. I was just running a new one. That's what that one was. I'm missing something heavy.
Yeah.
I've got too much lily in it.
No, I don't. Well, I don't think you got too much lily. I mean, there's more than one answer to this, but generally speaking, I'm finding it's like something like that. MJR as the heart. Yeah.
Oh, so that's quite a difference, isn't it, between them? And then the other ingredients are much less than those.
Yeah. A little bit of citrus. So the other ones are fine. The other ones you got there are fine. Just need less than those. So even if you use your starting point as jasmine at 40, that'd be 40, 20, 8. Something like that. Yeah, and then you've got if you're using vanilla 10%, citrus, wine 10%, iris. You've got iris in there, and orchid. Orchid helps a bit, and some X. Things to play with. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry.
I've been looking at it. I swear I just realised where it comes from.
Where?
Have you ever seen
This is what I got.
Yes.
Pulp Fiction.
I was just missing my haircut.
I thought the same thing.
So the bottom smells like it, but not the top. It doesn't have, this doesn't have the herby smell. This one has the herby top.
Not herb.
Not herb.
Y 10%. Yeah, maybe Y and V 10%.
Right.
There's possibilities, but you've done very well. Good. It's a bit too muguet-like, but that's okay. Huh. So that was Y and V 10%. Iris. Iris made it too dry. You see, these ones are fine. This looks perfect. This blend, this looks perfect. But that's knocked it out.
Knocked it out, so it should be dropped down to 2.
Yeah, and the green actually has accentuated the iris. So green, be careful when you add that. Maybe
So
use
should I
the 10%.
use the
Yeah,
10%?
yeah. Start with the 10%.
And the iris, drop it down
Yeah.
by half? Or just
I would start with one. One, I think you'll find. Yeah.
iris?
Heliotropin. Wow.
heliotropic?
It automatically smells better now she's written heliotropin.
It's okay.
Yeah, good.
You do know that you can't.
Well, you can use it, but
It's difficult to get hold of
yeah.
heliotropic
Is it in India a problem now, heliotropin? You don't know. Okay. It's used for making.
Or is it farm? Or is it totally different?
Do you have
No, it's good. It's good.
Tomorrow is this ABCs.
Don't worry, you'll be sat there tomorrow.
Where will I be?
Somewhere else.
No, it's good. I like it. Yeah, it's fine. Look.
No, I'm serious.
I was actually thinking about another hotel, but
That's cool.
Oh, hang on. Sorry. Want something? Oh, look, we're on number 5. Pushing down number 5 as well.
I think it's fine. Yeah, I think it's fine. It's good. Let's have a look.
Not this one.
Okay. Try not to save paper, yeah? One formula, one sheet.
Don't save paper or do?
Sorry?
Do you say save paper or don't save paper?
Don't save paper.
Can we use Mughal for green? Or not?
Yeah, the Muguet will give you a green character.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah. I'm a bit surprised because you haven't got much Muguet in there, and I would have put more Muguet in.
No, because I think Mughal is like pesticide.
Really?
Or is it a lot of Mughal?
Yes.
Ah.
Muguet, jasmine, then rose, and then the others, there's a little bit of vanilla. Just see these numbers. J. Oh, you actually got quite low in. Okay. Oh, but you're no G. Okay. Tissue. Okay. Got that tissue, yeah. Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, cow. Chewy cow shed. Yeah, let me. Spice.
Yeah.
Okay. Make sure we got it all the way. Okay.
We're not in a service apartment, just on Soy 54.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so opposite the university.
Oh, okay.
There's no citrus in that. As soon as you put that, it gets.
Have you tried 10% solution?
Yeah.
No.
Just over there.
Sorry?
So I have to put it in or just leave it here?
Keep it.
Keep it.
Let me check. Have we got boxes?
I have another appointment.
Can we get them? No, I mean I don't mean now, obviously, but
Well, maybe. I'll check in a touch.
yeah. Bye night. Okay, okay, yeah.
So tomorrow I come.
So if you, okay,
Keep this and then tomorrow I come back.
yeah. What we do is we're trying to arrange some boxes to put them in, so everybody can keep theirs. Yeah.
Has everyone done the this paper?
Yeah, it's coming along now.
You add up, you
Problem.
that one is
Oh, you have Mugay twice in here. That's okay. That's yeah.
No, it's not. It's DPG.
Three.
You mean?
Mugay. Yeah.
At 3 months.
3 or 4?
Oh, it's actually 4.
Yeah, 4. It is 4. Yes. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
thank you.
Okay. So see you tomorrow. Okay. Okay. Second batch. I think Queen is probably a little bit high. Can I smell it again? Yeah, the Queen's a little bit high on this. No, I would even maybe it only needs it as a 10% solution. It doesn't smell too bad though. This doesn't smell too bad. So I try again, but just use a 10% solution there. Maybe 3 drops. Maybe 5 drops.
5 drops.
Yeah. Of Q, but 10%. So it's actually the same as 0.5. Yeah, the 10% ones are over there. On the, yeah.
So I use that instead of this.
Instead of this one, yeah. Because I think it's overdone, and I think maybe you want a little bit, but not quite so much. And I think 1 drop might be too much. How's it going?
That's hers. I'm just going to see if I can replicate that.
Okay. Yeah.
I think it needs a little more citrus. And no jasmine. Or maybe a bit of iris.
I think maybe consider why 10%.
She's 7-11.
Why 10% solution?
Why? Yeah, 10% solution.
Oh, why?
Why? Yes, yeah. Not why have you got a 10% solution, but why? Yeah. And then use 10%. Just a trace.
Why is it right when I thought first?
Sorry?
The first I smelled it, I thought of adding mossy, but then instead I went for the woody.
Yeah. The white makes it a bit more powdery. Yeah, the wood is not quite so powdery. Makes it more oily.
1 drop, 10% solution.
Yes, yeah, should be.
And I haven't added any jasmine to it.
Really? None at all?
None at all, because I added it to the
Oh,
previous
wow.
one and it overpowered it, like really overpowered.
Oh, interesting. Okay. You probably needed some, but you got the narcotic, so you know what I said about them being a subgroup. So you still got most of it there.
And you think it needs a bit more citrus?
You're a bit over careful with the citrus. But I think it's so fine. I wouldn't touch it because everything else is fine.
So I should add a drop of white.
Drop of dry wine. See if you can get that powderiness. I might spoil your creation, but
That's good.
Yeah.
Right back.
Yeah, that's
Right back.
I was going to say, bring up the new.
Do I need to bring it up?
Bring it back.
Yeah, I took that right back because I took it back to 8.
Yeah.
But I meant to put 0.5 of iris and I put 1 by mistake, so I just overdid it. So I've changed tack a little bit. 3. I think I've gone way back too much now. That was the previous one.
That's,
I've lost the smell now of what it should be.
this is. I don't know why this is a bit too. And maybe the Muguet should be just a little bit higher.
A bit higher in that one.
And I think that would actually more or less do it. You could use a trace here of possibilities V 10%, Y 10%. Yeah. The V will give us a little bit of sweetness for the background. The Y will give a little bit of powderiness, and the Muguet just maybe 7 or 8. So just add it back slowly.
So just 1.
Try this now. I think you are right.
Made it a bit more powdery.
A little more.
No. I said it made it more powdery. By adding.
It's a lot more familiar to it.
I might increase the. So I want to increase the Muguet a little bit more. But which one is it? Is this one?
Yes, this one.
But you have jasmine.
No, I did not add this.
Oh no! Oh, you got the narcotic. Okay.
Yes.
Then maybe that's.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I mean I think you need to play with the N and J a little bit.
Like reduce the N and add the J.
Something like that. Yeah.
Maybe half a drop
Yeah,
of J.
half of maybe 2 and 2, or
So I should
maybe
start
3
over?
and 1. Rather than try and correct it. Yeah. So number
No,
4.
but you think N and J should be equal?
I think N should be less than J. But sometimes it depends what you've done elsewhere.
I reduced the Muguet to 6. This one 5, and I didn't get. I didn't for the green.
But now the jasmines come up a bit. Yeah, come up a bit. So maybe only needed 4 of jasmine. But I think that basically it's there. It's good.
This is more Muguet, right?
Yeah. The Muguet balance, yeah, just slightly out. That's all. Okay. So now it's time to set the homework. Oh, great. Homework. I have to be handed in at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Sorry, hotel work. The combination work.
Now, all it is to, when you go back tonight, yeah, after you've had you've forgotten about perfumery for an hour, yeah, just to look around products and see if you can find the main note in products in your hotel or in your bags, yeah, that you bought for your shampoos and things, just to keep your nose working at breaking smells down. The exercise today was to get your nose working analytically. Yeah. That's the purpose of it, and just to try and continue that, yeah, but gently, yeah. It's not, you don't have to go back and sit there for 3 hours, yeah, breaking down imperial leather soap, Lux soap, yeah, Sunsilk shampoo, just to keep you in the frame of mind. And then we'll continue tomorrow at 10. Sorry? Yeah, use hotel staff or, yeah. It's not ours, so.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah. Something like that. It's not the answer, it's just one answer. But aldehyde?
I think that's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
I probably think it's good. I think it needs a touch attention.
Claire did. Any questions? Okay. Sawadee crap.
That means you're free to go on, by the way. I'll translate for you.
Free to go
to your accommodation.
To your accommodation and.
So we're here tomorrow. We're not down at the perfume shop tomorrow.
No.
Oh, someone said we were, so it's been confusing.
Don't listen to
I
anybody.
know, they're telling us tales.
What do we do with that little test tube?
Keep them with your specimen inside.
Everybody tubes and they've got
I think you can leave them there, and then we're going to arrange.
Well, the problem is we're going to move everybody, so.
Oh, that's the
we
point.
can leave them on the table in the morning. We can move them.
Okay. What I'll do is I'm going to give everyone a piece of paper just for today. You write your name on the piece of paper and put your samples on that piece of paper. Yeah.
Okay, sorry.